is on the air. For years, the NFL's best received a trip to Honolulu or Orlando for their efforts, but now they get a trip to Vegas as EA Sports welcomes you to Allegiant Stadium here in Southern Nevada. Set to go. It's the NFL's annual showcase. The 2023 Pro Bowl is underway. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They go play action now. Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Second and 9 at their 48-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And his guys are going to... take over at the 31-yard line.
Pass intercepted. The AFC takes over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Off the option, here's Henry. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels.
And this is caught inside the 5. And touchdown! Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham! You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Buying time to his left. This is caught by Evans. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the AFC going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On play action, Prescott out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
A loss of 16 yards.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short. Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The AFC takes over 1st and 10.
The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 27-yard line.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Makes it 3rd.
Play action. It's Jackson. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Now Jackson. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Aaron Donald. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, our home team 3.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Jackson. He's going to look downfield for Henry. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he is all the way up past the 25. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
On the move to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be, trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind because he didn't seem as committed to using his...
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Down and 6.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a big play for the NFC. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Jefferson. 7 yards, the pickup there. 2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And his defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. Play action now. Prescott rolling to his left. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
This one brought in by Jefferson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back, because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
Cook. And he will carry this one in. Touchdown NFC. Dalvin Cook. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the NFC has taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7.
Makes the score our home team 10. Visitors 7. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The AFC takes over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense for the AFC set to go now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw going into the hands of Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Now Jackson on 1st down. He's got Allen. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
They go play action with Jackson.
At the 47-yard line.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And to the right side here, it's Allen. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. A 1st down carry for Henry. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their second. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
AFC's 48-yard line.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Jackson now. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
They go play action now. Jackson. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Stephon Diggs with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the AFC has retaken the lead. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10.
14, our home team, 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Catch is made by Metcalf. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Off the play fake, Prescott. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Prescott. Flushed out right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Escaping the pressure right. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And Lutz's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So we have hit halftime of the Pro Bowl with the AFC leading the NFC. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second? Oh, the NFC pressure a little too much as they get home for the sack. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play there for the AFC. On first down, it's Henry. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Derrick Henry pushes him over and able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On second down, here's Henry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Brings up third and 2.
Here's Jackson. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Mike Williams there to make the grab. And the AFC is able to widen their advantage. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is up to 8.
Visitors 21. Our home team 30.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The NFC takes over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the game.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Prescott off play action. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On play action, Prescott. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense for the AFC set to go now. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Off the option, here's Henry. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Got his man, it's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He'll buy some time right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Burton.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there. These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And they'll get this down to the 10. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Running from the gun with Henry. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. it's Jackson. Trying to and he will take this in for an AFC touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the AFC adds on to their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Visitors 28, our home team.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The NFC takes over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the fourth quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game?
And it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Henry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Play action. It's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the AFC with the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And this one is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And Allen's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
It's 2nd down.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 4.
To throw is Jackson. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. Touchdown. Darren Waller. 41 yards. And the AFC is able to widen their advantage. Crosby with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game.
Visitors 35.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left. Because
now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, these cornerbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get two hands on the football.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Prescott's throw pulled in by Jefferson. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. 3rd and 11, and some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. Prescott now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. This is caught by Evans. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
One last shot now for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory?
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be serious.